Hey everyone, welcome to your Universe Z, the place where we talk all about the Dragon Ball universe. Today we are going to go through Goku being able to defeat all gods of destruction. And if you would like to see more Dragon Ball content, please leave your like and subscribe to join our Universe Z. And Goku is the hero of Dragon Ball, and history has chronicled his journey as he became one of the most powerful warriors in history. By the time Goku reached the level of his Super Saiyan God transformation, there was no fighter on the field who could match his power. While he became Super Saiyan Blue, the God transformation was still the most powerful. The fact that Goku has grown in power to become a god in battle makes him one of the most powerful beings in existence, and while he may not match other gods or angels, he has proven to be a handful for many gods of destruction, and he might have surpassed the power of some of their ranks. Would it be possible for Goku to surpass, or rather even defeat, all the gods of destruction in the future? Could he even go head-to-head with Beerus in his prime? How would that happen, and why? That's what we'll talk about in today's video. When fans first saw Beerus giving Goku Super Saiyan 3 the blow of a lifetime, it was immediately clear that Beerus was one of the strongest characters in the franchise. Dragon Ball Super only provided more evidence for that assertion. He accomplished unthinkable feats like negating a destruction energy sphere just by blowing into it or destroying half a planet with just one finger. And while many fans may think that Goku has a long way to go if he hopes to surpass Beerus, others feel as though the Tournament of Power has shown that he has already done just that. Regardless, this will never be known for sure until the two have their inevitable rematch, but Goku already has a few things going for him that may play a role in him one day overcoming Universe 7's God of Destruction and consequently everyone else. After all, we must remember that Beerus is probably the most powerful among them, so if he is able to defeat Beerus, he can defeat any other god without much trouble. Beerus really showed Dragon Ball fans how much stronger Goku needed to be. But before we can mention how Goku, and why, he could overcome Beerus eventually, let's first mention a few things that the Saiyan can do, but Beerus cannot. The first thing to mention is that he can ride the Nimbus. Although the flying Nimbus wasn't used as much after the early days of Dragon Ball Z, fans saw it appear in Dragon Ball Super when Goku used it to cross the Forest of Terror, since he couldn't use his own ki to fly. The flying Nimbus can only be used by someone pure of heart, and a ruthless destroyer like Beerus would have sacrificed his innocence long ago. The Nimbus would definitely come in handy if Goku and Beerus' next battle takes place somewhere similar to the world of Void, where they would be unable to take to the skies on their own. Next, we can also mention the use of the Spirit Bomb. Much like the flying Nimbus, a prerequisite for the Spirit Bomb is that the user must be pure of heart to pull it off. Goku has practically mastered the technique, and depending on how much energy he absorbs and from whom, he can create a spirit bomb powerful enough to defeat enemies that are significantly stronger than him. If he had enough time, he would definitely be able to launch a spirit bomb with enough power to obliterate Beerus, especially if some angel or other god of destruction decided to lend him some of his energy. Since Beerus does not have a pure heart, any attempt he makes to use this technique could backfire. Another thing he can use is instant transmission. Instant transmission has proven to be one of Goku's most useful techniques. He even combined this ability with his Kamehameha, allowing him to disorient his opponents before hitting them with a powerful burst at close range. He performed this exact maneuver on Beerus during their fight at Battle of Gods, proving that while Beerus could be fast, even he could not comprehend the speed of instant transmission, allowing Goku to effectively exploit his blind spot. Goku can also fuse with some character, greatly increasing his power and abilities. While the fusion dance may seem easy, it is actually a complex maneuver that requires both participants to be of the same species, close to each other in size, and essentially mirror each other in position and power level. Using the fusion dance, Goku and Vegeta were able to give birth to Gogeta, who overpowered Broly without breaking a sweat. Beerus, on the other hand, will have some trouble finding someone who not only looks like him, but who can match his power level. Even Champa, his twin brother, has a completely different body type that would prohibit them from performing the dance. More than special abilities, Goku is also easily able to make friends with others, and that involves Zeno himself. When fans first laid eyes on Zeno, the last thing they thought was that he was the ruler of all things in the multiverse, but the fear of Champa and Beerus immediately let fans know that Zeno was no joke. Goku, on the other hand, was not afraid of Zeno one bit, and befriended him because of it. Beerus could never hope to form any sort of bond with Zeno, as his constant anxiety at the mere mention of his name prevents the god of destruction from making an ally of the strongest being in all of Dragon Ball. Goku can also take on the gods of destruction. As a god of destruction, Beerus is forbidden from engaging in serious fights against other gods of destruction, as confrontation would lead to the collateral destruction of both universes. This is rather ironic, since other gods of destruction would be the perfect challenge for him to test and hone his skills. Goku, on the other hand, can travel to other universes if he wishes, and can test his skills against other gods of destruction. He could probably even defeat some of the weaker ones like Sidra from Universe 9 without any universe being destroyed as a result. Of course, the big advantage of this is that Goku can get used to fighting an opponent who wields the energy of destruction while getting stronger in these battles as a result. He is also also allowed to participate in the Tournament of Power. Unlike Goku, who was able to fight other warriors from different universes in the Tournament of Power, Beerus is limited only to any mortals that exist in his own universe. As of now, there are no warriors in Universe 7 who can take Beerus to new heights. As a god of destruction, he is forbidden to fight in an event like the Tournament of Power, as it would not be fair to the other competitors and would not speak to the proficiency with which he has done his job to ensure that Universe 7 has been home to the best mortals in the multiverse. Goku, on the other hand, found himself testing new techniques during his fights in the Tournament of Power, and even had his first experience with superior instinct, which wouldn't have come up so early in his own universe due to how there were few people who could actually push him to that level in a fight. It is because Goku can challenge powerful warriors from other universes that he can continue to grow even when he has surpassed everyone else in Universe 7. While fans still need to see if Beerus has any transformations in store, from the looks of it, he does not. This is in contrast to a Saiyan like Goku, who can go through a variety of Super Saiyan transformations, including some that incorporate Divine Ki. While we don't know if there are any new Super Saiyan transformations that Goku hasn't yet accepted, an extra Super Saiyan God transformation would be enough to close the gap between him and Beerus, and even without one, if he found a way to perfect his Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, he would potentially be a match for Universe 7's God of Destruction. As a Saiyan, Goku's body learns from each experience in a phenomenon known as Zenkai. After receiving a significant amount of damage, Goku's power and resilience increase in conjunction with how close he came to death. Due to beating himself to death on his way to Namekusei, he was able to attain the power that allowed him to face Frieza in final form when only a few weeks earlier he was barely a match for Vegeta. Beerus' body did not show the ability to learn from experience, probably because he does not come from a race of pure-blood warriors. After Goku harnessed the power of superior instinct, Whis himself stated that even Beerus had not yet mastered this technique. Goku, on the other hand, discovered it in less than an hour during the Tournament of Power, although he has a long way to go before mastering it. Since he didn't test this form against Beerus, fans can only debate whether Goku's superior instinct would be enough to take Beerus down, although it's safe to assume that Beerus would have a harder time defeating Goku's superior instinct than Goku's Super Saiyan God. But we can imagine that because Beerus has not been able to perfect the technique, it is possible that Goku, who has achieved a unique form, could eventually perfect superior instinct and acquire a new transformation with it by his side. Didn't that convince you that Goku could overcome Beerus, defeat him, and consequently defeat the other gods? Let me remind you that our protagonist is a born warrior who grows a lot based on his own experience, with each new season surpassing himself, gaining new powers, and facing increasingly powerful opponents who will require his evolution. Eventually we will see him going head-to-head with Beerus, and we can be sure that in his current form he defeats several gods of destruction. 2. In the not-so-distant future, Beerus will be defeated, or rather overcome, by Goku himself. Then we will have a transformation that approaches the level of the angels, and eventually the power of Zeno himself. But until then, we can only look forward to seeing it on screen. And you? What do you think? Goku defeat some gods of destruction. Will he be able to defeat Beerus and overcome him eventually? What will his new transformation look like? Leave your opinion in the comments. That's it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions for videos, don't forget to comment here below, because I'll be reading all of them as I always do. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content from your Universe Z.